We are rounding up join today. What we have been doing has to do with inner join. So we have used the natural join clause, we have used using clause, on clause, and then we have also done the cross joins. Now what we want to do today is left outer join, right outer join, and then full outer join. The join of two tables returning only match rows is called an inner join, meaning you are looking at two tables like employee table and the department table. If you are going to return an output, there has to be a common ground between these two. And whatever condition you put as the join condition, the row that will meet that join condition in both tables is the one that will be returned. So the join of two tables returning only match rows is called an inner join. And we have used the natural join, the using clause, and the on clause to achieve that. A join between two tables that returns the result of the inner join as well as the unmatched rows from the left or right table is called a left or right outer join. A join between two tables that returns the result of an inner join as well as the result of a left and right join is a full outer join. There are three types of outer joins: left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. So these are the things we'll be looking at today. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. Now, if you look at this, my query, which is the normal query we've always been doing, select star from employees, is showing you this. Now I'm going to write another one, select star from department, and I end that. If I execute that, it's going to show me the department table. So you can see, this is what is showing me from the department table. If I drag this up and then I scroll down, so we have 27 departments. That is what we have. When we run this one for the employees, we scroll down, we have 107 employees. Now, I am going to use one of the previous join condition, which is the on clause. Now, I want to join employees table and the department table together. So I will say select. Let me even say I want to bring out everything, all these rows. So I can say select star. That one will be select star from employees, right? Then I will join to what? Department. Join to department. Then I'll bring my join condition on. Then I'll put it in parentheses. Department underscore ID equals department underscore ID. So this one, I already know that this one I'm going to give it an alias E, and then I'm going to give this one an alias D. So this department underscore ID will be coming from the employee table dot equals to the department underscore ID from the department table. Now, you look at this. When I execute this query, I execute it. Look at this is what I'm getting. So I'm pulling all the columns from the employee table and adding it to all the columns in the department table. But how many rows is it going to give me? Let's scroll down. See, it's giving me 106. And I have 107 employees, but it's returning 106. It therefore means that one employee is missing. So let's find out that employee. I want to bring out employee ID, employee underscore ID, comma. I'll bring out last name, last underscore name, comma, and then I'll bring out department underscore ID, comma, and then I'll bring out department name, department underscore name. So this employee ID, I will bring it out from the employee table. So I'm going to put the alias, which is the E, to qualify it. This last name, I'm bringing it out from the employee table, so I'll put the E. This department ID, I'm also bringing it out from the employee table, so I'll put the E. But the department name, is going to come out from the department table. So I'll put D dot this. When I execute this again, see, this is what it's giving me. But how many rows is it returning? 106, right? So there's one person that didn't meet this condition. Now let me break it down. Let me break it. So I'll break it from clause using all the where you have those keywords. Break it down from there. So I'm putting this. So this is it. This is my query. Now, one employee is missing. That employee didn't meet the condition. So let's find that employee. Let's come back to this employees table and run it. So this is the employee table. Let's scroll down. If we scroll down, this department, let's check because that is the condition. Keep scrolling. See, I'm going down. You will see. Good. That is it. This is the guy. You see this guy? See, this is the person that is not coming in this query. Why? Because he doesn't have a department ID. So this employee has not been assigned to any department. So since he has not been assigned to any department, it means that we cannot have the corresponding rows from the department table. Do you now understand? So he is the one not meeting the condition. He is the one not meeting this condition because there is no department. There is no yeah. If I run this one, look at department ID. There is no department that is null. So for that reason, that particular employee, this employee, scroll down again. What is this? Yeah, this one. So it will not be returned. That is why you are having 106 rows returned instead of 107. So what we want to do today now is to be able to bring out this employee in our query. That is when we are going to use the outer join. And then again, if you look at this place, if I run this one, there are some department that does not have manager ID. So if a department does not have manager ID, it means that there are no employees assigned to those departments. I want to bring out that employee. I want that employee to be included in this my output so that it will be 107. So what am I going to do? I will now come to this join. Now I'm going to use the left outer join. So what does the left outer join do? I'm joining two tables together, the employee table and the department table. The employee table will be on the left-hand side. The department table will be on the right-hand side. My join will be in between. Now, the left outer join is going to return all the rows from the employee table, even if that row is not having a corresponding rows in the department table. So it will return all the rows in the employee table. That is what this left outer join will do. The right outer join will return all the rows from the department table, even if it doesn't have corresponding rows in the employee table. While the full outer join will return both. Will return everybody from the employee table and it will return everybody, all the department from the department table. That is what the three of them will do. So I'm going to use the left outer join to return all the employees from the employee table, even if there is no department assigned to that employee in the department table. So what will I do? I will simply come to this join and I will just type in front of it, left outer, left outer join. That is it. Sorry, left outer join. So I'm just going to put left outer join. So what this means is that give me everything from the employee table. Since the employee table, because from here, employee, left outer join department. So employee is on the left, while department is on the right. So this one now, I'm saying show me, bring out all the rows from the employees table, even if there is no corresponding role in the department table. So I'm going to execute this. Now I'm going to have 107 rows return. Can you see 107 rows? Now look at this guy. This is the guy. The ID is employee ID 178, grant. You can see that there is no department ID. So there is no department name. It's null. Do you get it? That is the left outer join. Now, the right outer join. If you look at this, you will notice that it is not all departments that are here. Not all. Not all departments are here. Not all departments are here. Why? Because If you run this query, select department, if you run it, you will notice that there are some department that does not have manager ID. So all these department does not have manager ID, they are not returned. Treasury, corporate tax, control and credit, contracting, operation, IT support, NOC, they are not coming out. No employee is assigned to them. That is why they don't have manager ID. There is no employee assigned to them. So in this our query, you are never going to see them. In this query, you will never see them. You will not see them. So I want them now to also come out. I'm going to now change my query. Instead of this left outer join, I will simply remove this left and I will put right. Because right. So that is it. That is all. Now I am saying give me all the rows from the department table. Now this one will not return Kimberly, will not return that grant, that guy that has null department. This one will not return that one, will not return him. But it's going to return all the departments, whether they have employees or not. That is what this one will do. Because the right outer join means return all the rows in the department that is on the right hand side of the join. So which is department table. So return all the rows from department table. That's what this one will do. So when I execute this now, watch. When I execute this, see, we'll scroll down. It's showing you first 50 rows return. You can see it's returning 122 rows. Look at all the departments that do not have employees: payroll, recruiting, retail sales, government sales, IT help desk, NOC, IT support, operation. See, they don't have employee assigned to them. Now look at it stops here, and then look at this first one. This one is returning 106 employees. You can see that it did not include that last employee that does not have department. It didn't include it. It removed it. So it's returning 106 employees for the inner join. That is the inner joined, those meeting the corresponding rows. Everybody in the employee table that have department in the department table, they are 106. So it's excluding that one employee that didn't have department. And then it's returning all the department that does not have employees assigned to it. So how many in total is returning? 122. Do you understand? Now you can see that I'm not writing any. I'm just adding something to this join condition. This join clause. It's the same query. So the first one is without. The first one is just this join. That is the inner join. Anybody that does not meet this condition will not come out. The second one I did left outer join. I was saying give me everybody from the employee table, but not everybody from the department table. Now, this one I'm saying, give me everything from the department table, all the rows from the department table, not everybody from the employee table. So this one removed that employee that doesn't have department. This clause remove that employee, but brought everybody from the department table. Now, is returning how many rows? 122. But with that employee, it will be 123. Now, I want to bring that employee. So I'm going to change my condition again. Instead of right outer join, I will now say full outer join. So this one now is going to return every rows from the two tables. It will return all the rows from the employee table, whether there is a department assigned to that employee or not. And it will return all the rows from the department table, whether there is employee assigned to the department or not. Are you with me? So when I execute this now, it's going to give me it's going to return 123 rows. Watch. See now. Now scroll down. See, it's returning 123 rows. Why? Let's see. Let's see. Look at this place. You will now have, look at all this one, no department. Then look at him. Look at the employee grant. See? It doesn't have department assigned to it. So I now have everybody from the employee table coming out, everybody from the department table coming out. So the trick here is You knowing what is expected of you. What kind of report is your management asking you to produce, or is your client asking you to produce? That will determine what you are going to use as your join. Do I want to see everything from the left-hand side? Do I want to see everything from the right-hand side? Or do I just want to see what is on this side and not what is on that side? So those are the things that will help you to know what to use. Remember when we did the natural join only returned 32 rows because that natural join was using 2 columns that were common. And anybody that does not meet the condition of those 2 columns, the natural join will not return. So the natural join return only 32 rows. The using clause return 106, on clause return 106. Now, this is outer join. So outer join, we have left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. Left outer join will return every row from the left table, and the right outer join will return every row from the right table, while full outer join will return every row from both tables.